Hey guys, welcome back to this little cut update vlog series. I just finished week 7. Today starts week 8, which I can't believe we're already 7 weeks done. But, so as you guys know from last week, we were at my parents' for about 12 days and we moved back to our house on Wednesday of this week, or was it Thursday? It was Wednesday. So it was like kind of another crazy week. I would say for the most part, overall adherence was pretty high. I would say not as high as the previous weeks. I was probably like 80% adherent, which is still good. But definitely, like, we had like a nice dinner with my parents the night before we came home, and I probably went a little bit over on calories. I tried to estimate it as best as I could. And then yesterday was my sister's birthday, so I saved a bunch of calories for dinner with her, but definitely had some of my dad's banana cream pudding. I don't want to talk about it, so good. So definitely some more untracked meals and meals that I wouldn't normally eat this week, but overall progress is still happening. So I'm maintaining in the mid 129s this week. My average was 129.6. So we are back to trending downward. I will say though, like, I was on my period this week. Obviously stress was higher just from like having to move back to our house, and then we came home and all our furniture was still in the garage. We had to move that in. We had to finish painting the backsplash, which I'll show you in a second. And like, just not in our normal routine. So stressors are going to be higher, and I think that's something that a lot of people, one, don't factor into their progress, like I've talked about in a few of the previous videos here, but two, also don't accurately report their stress levels. So I think that we all, or at least I personally, I tend to underreport how stressed I am, and I don't really realize it until I look back on that day. So that's something I've been trying to be better about, is just kind of identifying when I am a little bit more stressed than usual. So something that's been helping me and may help you is at the end of each day, I kind of just look at the day as a whole. And I think, you know, one, did anything abnormal happen today that made me kind of like either excited or, you know, kind of upset or just angry? Like, I try to look at my emotions throughout the day, and then I kind of just reflect on my overall mood for the day. Were there more ebbs and flows than usual? Did something happen? And I kind of assess it that way. So I look at both the events that took place throughout the day as well as what my mood was throughout the day, because usually if I'm like snappy and irritable and like just being bitchy, for lack of a better term, I'm usually stressed about something, and that's kind of how I take it out on myself and on poor Josh sometimes. But, you know, I've been trying to kind of just stay mindful about that and really tune into my emotions in my body in the moment, which meditation has helped a lot with that. We do the app called Waking Up. Josh kind of introduced me to that. He listened to it, or he listened to the creator on the Joe Rogan podcast. Highly recommend that app. But, you know, just 10 minutes in the morning of breathing and setting my intentions for the day and listening to this guided meditation has been really helpful in, you know, helping me keep a positive outlook, but also stay really mindful and tuning into those emotions throughout the day. So that's something that has helped quite a bit. So that's like my spiel about stress again. It's just one of those things, you guys, that you really have to pay attention to regardless of what your goals are, because it can impact our progress physically. It can obviously impact our gut health and our progress internally. It can make digestion worse. It can cause bloating. So all of these things obviously are going to contribute to your overall progress via the scale, how you feel in your clothes, how you feel overall. And it's not even that, like, if you're super stressed and your digestion is off and you're bloated and your skin is breaking out, like, all of these things and symptoms is your body's way of telling you that you are stressed. So, you know, you have to look at everything from a bigger picture perspective, which is what we're all about with our clients, and assessing your overall health from a bigger picture rather than just, these were your macros, you know, this is what you hit for the week, you did good or bad or whatever. Like, we look at everything, and that's how that's how you should be doing it, regardless if you have a coach or not. You need to be objective with your biofeedback to truly assess how your progress is going. But yeah, overall, I still feel pretty good. I'm going to keep macros where they are this week. So we're staying at the 15 calorie goal, 135 protein, 170 carbs, 55 fat. This feels low to me just because I'm so used to eating so much more, and I know that this is probably high to some of you listening. So keep in mind too that these numbers and what your calories are relative to what you've been eating. And then as far as supplements go, I have been adding in some new things that I've been trying from First Form. So I've been taking these for a few weeks now. I haven't mentioned them because I always like to try first before I share anything with you guys. So every day, you guys know I already use the protein, which I've shared with you, and the creatine. Those are like my top 2 go-to supplements. And then lately I've been adding in the essential amino acids, the EAAs. A lot of you guys ask about BCAAs, branched chain amino acids, but EAAs are actually more beneficial, and you're gonna get more bang for your buck, if you will, from taking these. So what I do, I'm someone who loves to eat breakfast before I lift. I cannot lift fasted, so I eat my breakfast in the morning, I have my protein, and then sometimes I'll just sip on these throughout my workout just to ensure I'm maximizing that muscle protein synthesis, and it actually tastes really good. So this is the lemon drop flavor, love it, tastes like lemonade. And then I've been adding the vitamin D to my shake in the morning. Most humans do not get enough vitamin D unless you're somebody who is outside constantly for work or something like that. So it's one of those things that doesn't hurt, and it has so many benefits to taking it, including bone health, support of your immune system, improving your overall mood. So I've just been adding a tablespoon of this to my shake. Super easy. It doesn't really have a taste or anything. I haven't taken it by itself, but I think it is like a sweeter taste that's naturally sweetened with stevia. And then lately, so I'm sure you guys have seen people post about the greens and the reds. I have been impartial to them just because I'm the type of person that loves to eat her veggies. I encourage all of my clients to eat their veggies, and it's just, I'm always gonna preach to you guys to eat whole foods first. You don't need any of these supplements, by the way. Supplements are just something to supplement your diet with. They're not like a secret magic potion. So as somebody who has a pretty healthy and efficient diet, I'm really focused on getting my nutrients in and all of that, hitting my macros. You know, these things are just an added bonus and kind of push me to that next level. So the greens and the reds, I have never tried any other greens before, so I can't compare these to anything for you guys. But basically, you know, there are days where I just don't come close to veggies, or for whatever reason, we didn't go shopping. Like this week when we moved back home, I didn't have any veggies here in the house. We hadn't gone shopping yet. We jumped right into painting the backsplash because we had to do that before we moved the stove and everything back in. So I was like painting every second, didn't cook anything. I got to the end of the day and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna try these. So I tried them. They actually tasted pretty decent. I actually mixed my Natural Calm magnesium with this at night. It gave it a really nice taste. The flavor of that is the lemonade. So I did 2 scoops of each and I was fairly impressed. And even just from a digestive perspective, they seemed to help everything move along really nicely, is what I will say. So again, you don't need them. I will always encourage you to eat whole foods and veggies first, but I understand some people have jobs where they travel a lot or work shifts or whatever the case may be, and some days you might just need something like this to get your nutrients in. So that's my honest opinion and transparency around greens specifically, not even just First Form, from anywhere. Don't feel pressured to have them because someone makes you think that you need them or they're magical. Add them in as a supplement to an already well-rounded diet, and it's more so like insurance and just ensuring that you are getting all of the micronutrients that you need in your diet as well. So if you want to try either the protein or the creatine or the fish oil or the greens and reds, you can try them without any risk. And if you absolutely hate them or they upset your stomach or whatever, which they shouldn't because of the high quality and how they're made, side note, you can get 110% money back. So just know that that's an option. I will include a link for free shipping in my bio of any of those supplements, but just wanted to be transparent and share with you guys what I have been using. So that's that. Kona's currently barking at a tree. I'll input my before and after photos here from week 1 to this week, which was the end of week 7. You guys can see the difference there. I am on my period. Actually, I think I was on my period week 1 too, so they should be fairly comparable as far as progress goes, but feeling leaner than ever, feeling really good, confident. Biofeedback, you know, sleep, everything is holding pretty steady, obviously aside from the stress that I told you guys about this week, but we're back, we're home, and I'm confident this is going to be another progressive week. So I'm going to ride out the cut a little bit longer for now. We'll see how long we go. I don't really have a set end date or anything like that. I was initially thinking 10 weeks in my head, but we'll kind of see once we approach that point in the next 2 weeks, see how I'm feeling, and then we'll move forward with the plan from there. But I am getting really excited to reverse diet after this and bring you guys through that process, which I think is even more interesting than the cut phase, honestly, but we will get to it. So thank you for tuning in and watching this little cut update video. I hope you learned something. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and as always, let me know if you have questions or whatever in the comments. I'll see you guys next week. Bye. All right, so here are our new floors. They are so beautiful. We still have to put the what's it called, trim over there, but really happy with how they turned out. I think it just makes the whole space look so much bigger. Like, this is all one big room now, where I felt like it was still so divided before. So this is just the kitchen update. We did end up painting the backsplash as well, which is why the light covers are off, but we have white and the cabinets are next. So there's that update.